guys, today's video is going to be about Carrie, and the theme that is throughout the show is that she wears a lot of pink. And we're going to be getting over throughout this video about how a lot of the times when Carrie is wearing pink, she basically goes through a revolution of being insecure about Natasha and Mr. Big. A lot of the times you also see throughout the show, she also gets jealous of Charlotte, because Charlotte is definitely Mr. Big's type, but Charlotte is also definitely not Mr. Big's type, in regards that Charlotte has a lot of good, healthy self-esteem, self-worth, and everything. And when Carrie meets Mr. Big, she goes through a whirlwind of insecurities, especially regarding her affair with Mr. Big. In this scene, she has already slept with Mr. Big multiple times. At first, they were doing it at nice hotels, and then they went to the really cheap shit hotels, and finally, it has devolved into sleeping in Mr. Big's bed that he shares with Natasha, his wife. After their little, tango, she is eating Chinese instead of leaving the house like any semi-respectable person with any self-respect and dignity. And she kind of peeps her shit, like what Natasha likes, but she still prefers to think of her as beige and boring. Natasha comes home early. She sees her and tries to hide. She tries to leave the apartment. Unfortunately, she got the jacket. It makes a noise. Natasha happens to hear this and basically runs out. And Natasha tries to call her back in to confront her. Carrie, being Carrie, just runs away. She is scared for her life. She thinks Natasha's about to clock her one. Me personally, I would have if I was her. Unfortunately, Natasha falls down. Carrie takes her to the hospital. She tries to get in on the same seat aisle as Natasha, and Natasha wasn't having it. Carrie tries. Eventually, after some time, after they broke, Big breaks up with her, she goes to Natasha and wants to apologize about the whole affair. She's like, listen, I'm sorry that we got together, we cheated. And Natasha read her down for filth, to the point that Carrie leaves and Natasha begins to enjoy her lunch with maybe her new boo or a friend. Now, what gets to me about this whole thing is that throughout the series that Carrie is wearing pink, it's very much a subtle scene where, you don't really get to see it unless you rewatch the series a lot. But Carrie actually is very insecure, needy, has low self-esteem, no self-respect, and is jealous of a lot of brunette friends. This definitely doesn't mean that throughout the new series AGLT that maybe she's going to, change into maybe the person that she was from the beginning, secure, plenty of self-worth, always helping out her friends, especially with Charlotte, regarding how Charlotte doesn't like to do a certain action with some dude that was forcing her to. There's a lot going into that. Hopefully that they will kind of have her do like a character arc like that, where she's more secure, where she's more into her own energy, Carrie, and she stops being like that. They may or may not do that. I'm hoping so, for the sake of the characters they do. But I kind of want to basically bring up this video because there's a lot more to it than that, and I'm gonna show you a couple examples right now. As you guys know, for Fashion Friday, this character, the day that they wore X character, this one is going to be pink, and we're going to go to the positive and the negatives about it. While I do know that the color pink is the color of love and compassion, nurturing, and there's many positives to it, and there's many negatives to it as well. Alright, so positive is kindness, warmth, nurturing, playful, feminine. And the negatives are passive, inexperienced, over emotional, unrealistic, unconfident, immature. While this does explain Carrie to a certain point, I wish that they had kept it going, that she was not this way. Because I really wish to have seen that color palette show up more as pink, kind of leading towards red, or any other color that maybe it's opposite, that can show us that she is evolving as a character instead of devolving, you know? While we do see her wear that throughout the show, it's never really fully implemented throughout the show as much as the pink has been. And it would have been great to have seen her wear more red, especially after breaking up with the Russian and choosing not to be with Mr. Big and choosing to be by herself. That would have shown a lot more female empowerment and learning how to be confident for oneself and choosing oneself over a man, which I feel like it would have been a great message for single women out there throughout the show, especially considering all the couples get together, wake up. I thought this would have been nice. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Free to like and subscribe.